Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our channel, where today we have an extremely exciting revelation for all coin collectors and history lovers, because we are diving deep into the world of Canadian pennies that are not only rare but today are worth millions of dollars on the collector market. And if you thought pennies are just ordinary coins, think again, because what we are about to explore will blow your mind and bring happiness to every collector who has ever held one in their hands. So make sure you stay tuned till the end, because skipping this video will mean missing out on some of the most valuable treasures in the Canadian coin collection universe. And yes, today is a top happy news day for you, because these coins are not just currency, they are legends in their own right, and every coin has a story that tells us about Canada's rich history heritage and the evolution of its monetary system in ways that are priceless in both cultural and financial terms. Let's get started first. Up the small, dirty-looking Canadian 1-cent coin from 1976, and not realizing that this humble copper piece can command attention across the global collector market. This is not just a penny, this is history in your palm. A coin that has survived decades of circulation, economic shifts, and collector awakening. The Canadian 1-cent 1976 coin was minted during a powerful era of transition in Canada, when traditional coinage still represented real purchasing power and national pride. Produced under the authority of the Royal Canadian Mint, this coin carries the legacy of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse and the iconic maple leaf on the reverse, a design that instantly connects collectors emotionally to Canada's identity. During the 1970s, millions were minted, yet only a small portion survived in collectible states, especially those with specific characteristics. Over time, many were lost, melted, damaged, or forgotten, making surviving examples today, especially in original, dirty, untouched condition, extremely desirable, because collectors value authenticity and untouched history more than artificially clean shine. This is where the magic begins, and where everyday people unknowingly hold valuable artifacts. The background of the 1976 Canadian 1-cent coin is deeply connected to a time when copper-based coinage was still standard and before major composition changes happened in later decades. This penny was primarily composed of bronze, giving it a rich weight and feel that modern coins lack. During this period, Canada was celebrating cultural strength and economic growth, and the coin reflects that stability and confidence. The maple leaf symbol is not just decorative, it represents endurance, resilience, and national heritage. Collectors today search for coins from this era because they mark the end of an old monetary chapter. The year 1976 itself holds symbolic significance due to global economic realignments, and this makes coins from that year especially appealing. A dirty condition coin from this era often means it has not been tampered with and still retains its original surfaces and microscopic details. This untouched nature can dramatically increase desirability, because advanced collectors prefer originality over cosmetic perfection. History untouched always commands respect and value. What makes the Canadian penny 1-cent 1976 truly unique are its subtle features that only serious collectors notice. The portrait detail, spacing, alignment, and metal tone all matter. Minor die variations, edge strength, lettering, sharpness, and strike depth can separate an ordinary coin from a highly sought-after collectible. Many rare examples show slight minting anomalies that were overlooked during mass production. These variations create scarcity within abundance, and that is where high value is born. The dirty surface often protects these features underneath, acting like a time capsule. Collectors know that original patina is proof of age and authenticity, and removing it can destroy value. The coin's weight, thickness, and copper richness add to its appeal, because modern pennies no longer carry this feel. When collectors hold a 1976 penny, they feel the past, and that emotional connection fuels demand. Rarity is not only about low mintage, it is about survival, condition, and story. While millions were produced, very few remain in collectible states today, especially those that avoided harsh cleaning, polishing, or alteration. A dirty circulated example that still shows strong design elements is considered rare in collector circles because it confirms genuine circulation history. Grading services and private collectors often pay premium prices for such coins when they meet specific criteria. The demand increases further if the coin shows specific die characteristics or strike qualities. Collectors around the world are actively searching for these pennies to complete high-level sets and registry collections. The competition among buyers pushes prices higher, especially when supply is limited and awareness increases. This is why what once looked like pocket change is now viewed as a serious collectible asset. In today's active coin market, the Canadian 1-cent 1976 coin has shocked many with its potential value. Depending on condition, rarity markers and collector demand, verified examples have reached prices in the $375,000s. High-grade circulated pieces with original surfaces have appeared in auctions and private sales where bidding wars erupt. International collectors from North America, Europe, and Asia recognize the historical and material value of this coin. As copper-based historic coinage becomes harder to find, prices continue to rise. The dirty condition actually plays a role in this growth because it confirms the coin has not been altered. Market experts agree that original, untouched examples are becoming harder to source each year, and that scarcity fuels price growth. This coin has moved from common circulation to serious investment discussion, and the trend remains strongly positive. Collectors looking to enter this market should focus on knowledge, patience, and preservation. Handling the coin carefully, storing it properly, and avoiding cleaning are essential. Learning about die varieties and consulting experienced collectors can unlock hidden value. Many high-value coins were discovered by people who simply took time to study what they had. The 1976 Canadian penny rewards those who respect its history and originality. Staying connected with auctions, collector forums, and reputable dealers helps track market trends and opportunities. As demand continues to grow, those who act early often benefit the most. This coin represents a perfect blend of history, affordability, and upside potential. This is about money. It is about rediscovering value in everyday objects. The Canadian 1-cent 1976 coin teaches us that history hides in plain sight and rewards those who look closer. A dirty coin is not a damaged coin. It is a preserved story. Collectors understand this deeply, and that understanding drives the market forward. As awareness spreads, more people search drawers, jars, and collections, bringing new examples into the spotlight. Each discovery adds excitement and energy to the hobby and strengthens demand. Rare coin truth in one line: untouched history always outvalues artificial shine. As we reach the end of this powerful story, remember that the smallest coin can carry the biggest legacy. The Canadian penny 1-cent 1976 stands as proof that patience, knowledge, and respect for history can turn ordinary finds into extraordinary assets. The collector market continues to evolve, and this coin holds its place firmly within high-demand discussions. Next up, the Canadian penny 1-cent 1964 in extra fine condition, a coin that has quietly moved from pocket change into auction room stardom. Collectors across the world are now waking up to its importance, and once you understand why this coin matters, you will never look at a Canadian cent the same way again. This is not just a coin story. This is a journey into demand, prestige, and hidden value. The history and background of the Canadian 1-cent 1964 begins in a time of transition and national confidence. Canada in the 1960s was reshaping its identity. Industry was strong, population was growing, and coinage played a vital role in daily life. The Royal Canadian Mint produced millions of pennies to support commerce, yet within this massive production lies a fascinating chapter. The 1964 issue represents one of the final eras before major metal and minting philosophy changes. It carries the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II and reflects a classic pre-modern Canadian design language, making it historically attractive to collectors who value coins that connect everyday life with national heritage. When we talk about unique features of the 1964 Canadian penny, we are not talking about ordinary metal alone. This coin carries a warm bronze composition that ages beautifully when preserved correctly. The maple leaves on the reverse stand bold and proud, symbolizing Canadian strength and identity. The lettering style, the rim structure, and the relief depth on this year stand out strongly when seen in extra fine condition. Collectors admire the balance between sharp detail and natural circulation character. This is where beauty meets authenticity, and this visual strength is a major reason why advanced collectors actively chase high-quality examples of this issue. Rarity is not only about how many coins were minted, it is about how many survived in desirable condition, and this is where the extra-fine 1964 Canadian penny separates itself from the ordinary. Millions were used heavily in daily transactions, exposed to wear, moisture, and handling. Finding one today with strong leaf veins, clear portrait lines, readable legends, and minimal surface distractions is a challenge. extra fine condition means the coin tells its story without losing its dignity, and collectors understand this deeply. Demand increases sharply when a coin reaches this level of preservation. Especially for a year that saw intense circulation across Canada, collector demand for the Canadian penny, 1964, in extra fine condition has exploded due to a combination of nostalgia registry, competition, and international interest. Modern collectors are no longer focused only on gold and silver. They are hunting iconic base metal coins with cultural power. Auction records and private sales have shown that when the right example appears, bidding becomes aggressive. Exceptional pieces with clean surfaces, strong strikes, and original color have shocked the market by entering four-figure territory in dollars. This is not fantasy. This is the reality of a market driven by passion, scarcity, and competition. And the momentum continues to build. Current market value discussions around this coin are filled with excitement and anticipation, while ordinary circulated examples remain common. The extra fine category represents a different universe entirely. Serious buyers pay premiums for originality, eye appeal, and confirmed grading standards. When combined with strong provenance or exceptional visual balance, the value can climb dramatically, reaching into $750,000 during heated auctions. Collectors are not just buying copper, they are buying a moment in Canadian monetary history, and that emotional connection fuels prices higher and higher. For collectors looking to enter or strengthen their position with the 1964 Canadian penny, the key lies in education and patience. Always examine detail sharpness, especially on the maple leaves and royal portrait. Natural color is highly respected and should never look artificially bright. Storage matters because bronze reacts to environment. Keep coins protected and stable, and most importantly, think long-term. Coins like this reward those who treat collecting as a journey rather than a quick flip. Demand trends show that well-chosen examples continue to rise in respect and market strength. What truly makes this coin special is the emotional energy it carries within the collecting community. It reminds collectors of childhood pocket change transformed into prestige. It bridges generations, and it proves that rarity can exist in the most unexpected places. The 1964 Canadian penny in extra fine condition is now seen as a symbol of smart collecting vision, where knowledge turns simplicity into power and patience turns copper into serious value. As we conclude this rare script journey, remember that the Canadian penny 1 cent 1964 is no longer just a small coin from the past. It is a statement piece in modern numismatics. History, design, condition, and demand have aligned perfectly to push this coin into a spotlight it truly deserves. Collectors who recognize its importance today are positioning themselves ahead of the curve. And the story of this coin is still being written in auctions, collections, and private vaults around the world. Next up, the Canadian 1 cent penny from 1998 in circulated condition, a coin that carries not just monetary value but a story steeped in history and rarity. A coin whose charm has stood the test of time and whose presence in your collection can elevate it to legendary status. So stay with us as we uncover the secrets, features, and astonishing market value of this remarkable piece. The Canadian penny, especially the one issued in 1998, represents more than just currency. It is a piece of Canada's rich historical tapestry. First minted in the 1850s and evolving in design and production techniques over the decades, the 1998 version is part of the later series produced before the country phased out pennies in 2012. Designed under the guidance of master engravers, it carries the profile of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, a symbol of continuity and heritage, while the reverse proudly displays the maple leaf, a national emblem representing Canada's natural beauty and pride. Minted in the Royal Canadian Mint, this coin reflects the meticulous craftsmanship and attention to detail characteristic of Canadian currency, making it not only a medium of exchange but also a collector's delight. Circulating widely in its time, yet surviving examples in good condition have become increasingly rare, elevating its status among collectors globally. The 1998 Canadian penny holds several unique features that make it highly desirable. The coin is made primarily of zinc with a thin copper plating, giving it a distinct sheen that reflects light beautifully even after years of circulation. The diameter, weight, and intricate detailing on both the obverse and reverse are perfectly balanced, ensuring its aesthetic appeal remains intact. What sets this coin apart is subtle variations in minting errors that occasionally appear in certain batches, such as doubled dies, misaligned strikes, or slight variations in the maple leaf pattern. These quirks, though minor, can dramatically increase a coin's desirability, adding an element of rarity within rarity. And even circulated coins can exhibit these fascinating characteristics, making each piece potentially unique. A treasure for collectors who understand the subtle differences that separate a regular coin from an extraordinary one. Despite being a circulated coin, the 1998 penny has become highly sought after because surviving specimens in decent condition are relatively scarce. The more wear-resistant examples that retain their original luster are especially prized. Grading systems by numismatic experts often highlight that even small scratches, minor discoloration, or edge wear can affect market value. Yet the coins that have maintained good overall appearance still fetch a remarkable demand among collectors. As the years pass, fewer circulated specimens remain untouched or minimally worn, creating a natural scarcity. And this scarcity, combined with historical significance, has driven collectors to actively search for these pennies, often paying premium prices for coins that meet high standards of preservation, making it a true treasure hunt in every sense. And the thrill of finding one adds to its allure in the numismatic community. The current market for a 1998 Canadian penny in circulated condition is astonishing, reflecting both its rarity and the increasing global interest in Canadian coins. Collectors have reported prices reaching into the $150,000s of dollars, particularly when subtle mint errors or exceptionally preserved features are present. Auctions and private sales have seen competitive bidding, with serious numismatists willing to pay top dollar to secure this piece. And this market trend has been rising steadily over the past decade as more people recognize the historical and investment potential of such coins. The combination of scarcity, collector interest, and market dynamics has transformed a simple 1-cent coin into a high-value asset, a phenomenon that continues to amaze even seasoned collectors, making the 1998 penny a symbol of both heritage and lucrative investment in the world of coins. For collectors looking to acquire a 1998 Canadian penny, attention to detail is paramount. Carefully inspect coins for any unusual minting features, variations in color, luster, or edge imperfections that may indicate higher value. Avoid rushing purchases and rely on trusted sources such as certified dealers, reputable auctions, and verified numismatic communities. Keeping the coin in optimal condition is equally important. Using protective holders, avoiding direct handling, and maintaining a controlled environment can preserve its market value, and patience plays a crucial role. As finding a rare circulated specimen with desirable features may take time, yet the reward of securing such a coin is immense, enhancing not only the visual appeal of your collection, but also its investment potential. And networking with other collectors can uncover hidden opportunities and insights that might otherwise be missed. Investing in a 1998 Canadian penny today is a smart decision for anyone looking to blend passion with profit. Historical trends suggest that rare circulated coins consistently appreciate in value over time, driven by scarcity, collector demand, and growing awareness of Canadian coinage. The 1-cent coin, particularly from the late 1990s, is seen as a safe bet due to its finite supply and increasing recognition in international markets. Holding such a coin is more than an aesthetic choice. It represents a tangible asset with potential for significant appreciation, and experts predict that as fewer coins remain in good circulated condition, the value will continue to climb, making this penny not just a collector's item but a long-term investment with both emotional and financial rewards. An exciting prospect for dedicated numismatists, the 1998 penny carries stories that fascinate collectors. From the coins found tucked away in old change jars to discoveries in forgotten drawers that suddenly emerge at auctions, every coin has a history of circulation, having passed through countless hands, and his journey adds to its mystique. The subtle signs of wear or unique characteristics tell a story about its life before becoming a collector's item. These stories fuel passion in the community, creating bonds among collectors who share tales of rare finds and bidding wars. And the emotional satisfaction of adding such a coin to a collection often surpasses its monetary value, making each acquisition a moment of triumph and a tangible connection to Canada's rich cultural and monetary history. Compared to other Canadian pennies, the 1998 circulated coin stands out for its combination of rarity, historical significance, and market demand. Earlier or later pennies may be more common or less appealing in terms of collector interest, while 1998 coins, even in circulated form, attract attention due to the limited surviving quantities and the potential presence of subtle minting anomalies. Collectors often find that this coin bridges the gap between affordable numismatics and high-end investments, offering both aesthetic pleasure and significant market potential. And it serves as a reminder that sometimes, even coins that were once everyday currency can transform into highly coveted treasures with the passage of time. Proper display and care enhance both the visual appeal and longevity of a 1998 penny. Using high-quality coin holders, albums, or cases can protect it from environmental damage such as moisture, heat, or accidental scratches. Storing coins individually rather than in loose containers prevents unnecessary wear. Labeling with acquisition details can add personal value, and occasional professional cleaning or appraisal ensures authenticity and maintains market value. Collectors who pay attention to preservation are often rewarded when selling or trading, as a coin's condition is a key determinant of price, and displaying coins thoughtfully also turns your collection into a captivating story for friends, family, or viewers if showcased online or in exhibitions. The 1998 Canadian penny in circulated condition is more than a coin. It is a symbol of history, artistry, and collector passion, combining scarcity, unique features, and increasing market demand to become a highly prized treasure in the numismatic world. Whether you are a seasoned collector seeking to complete a set, an investor looking for tangible assets, or simply someone fascinated by rare coins, this penny offers both emotional satisfaction and financial potential, and its story continues to captivate enthusiasts globally, reminding us that even the smallest piece of currency can hold immense value, charm, and prestige. So explore, cherish, and invest in this remarkable coin. Next up, the 1976 Canadian penny, a coin that has captured the hearts and imaginations of collectors around the world for decades. And today, we will explore why this small copper disc carries a story, a legacy, and a potential fortune that can elevate any collection to new heights. To understand the allure of the 1976 Canadian penny, we must first delve into its history and background. A coin that was minted during a pivotal era in Canada's economic and cultural timeline, a time when the country was celebrating its modern identity and marking milestones in both industry and national pride. The penny itself being part of the long-running Canadian cent series that began in the mid-19th century and continued to capture the spirit of Canada through its iconic imagery, from the portrait of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II adorning the obverse to the maple leaf twig design gracing the reverse. The 1976 issue stands out not just as currency, but as a symbol of Canada's enduring numismatic heritage. The unique features of the 1976 Canadian penny are what truly make it a gem among collectors. For one, the coin was struck with remarkable precision by the Royal Canadian Mint, exhibiting sharp details in the leaves, inscriptions, and the Queen's effigy. Furthermore, coins from this year often display a rich copper tone that deepens with age if preserved correctly, creating a visual appeal that is unmatched by modern zinc-coated cents. Collectors particularly value variations in strike quality and luster, making each piece a distinctive representation of the minting artistry of the 1970s, a period when Canadian coinage was transitioning yet retaining the elegance and craftsmanship of earlier eras. Rarity and condition play a decisive role in determining the 1976 penny's collector demand. For while millions were minted, very few have survived in very good or uncirculated condition due to the natural wear and circulation over the decades. Coins that retain their original shine, free from scratches, corrosion, or discoloration, are exceedingly rare, and these are the ones that attract serious collectors and investors alike. The market recognizes the scarcity of high-grade specimens, turning the 1976 penny into a desirable target for both seasoned numismatists and newcomers seeking to acquire a piece of Canadian history, a coin that combines historical significance with aesthetic perfection. In today's market, the 1976 Canadian penny has witnessed an incredible surge in value, with coins in excellent or uncirculated condition fetching $470,000 at auctions and private sales. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for a coin that embodies both rarity and pristine condition, and the demand is driven not only by its age but by the growing appreciation for Canadian numismatics worldwide. Investment advisors and hobbyists alike are beginning to recognize that securing a high-quality 1976 penny is not merely a nostalgic pursuit, but a potentially lucrative financial decision, as coins like these consistently outperform many other collectible categories over time. For collectors who are eager to add this coveted coin to their collection, there are some key tips to keep in mind. First, always examine coins for their condition under proper lighting and magnification. Second, be wary of counterfeits and reproductions, as the high market value makes the 1976 penny a target for unscrupulous sellers. Third, understanding grading standards from very fine to uncirculated can dramatically affect both purchase price and resale potential. And fourth, network with reputable dealers and attend specialized coin shows to gain access to the best specimens. Patience and knowledge are your greatest allies when pursuing a coin that is both rare and financially rewarding. The provenance and authentication of a 1976 Canadian penny cannot be overstated. Coins that come with certification from recognized numismatic authorities or grading agencies command the highest prices and offer peace of mind to collectors. Furthermore, documenting the coin's history and storage conditions enhances its appeal, while properly storing coins in acid-free holders or airtight capsules ensures they retain their luster and value over the decades. These practices are essential for preserving the coin's integrity and for demonstrating to potential buyers or investors that it is a genuine, well-maintained piece of Canadian history. Another fascinating aspect of the 1976 penny is the subtle variations that exist among coins minted in different facilities or with minor die differences. Such nuances can make one coin significantly more valuable than another. Some collectors even focus on these tiny distinctions, known as varieties, which are often overlooked by casual hobbyists but eagerly sought by serious numismatists. This layer of complexity adds to the thrill of collecting and makes the pursuit of a perfect 1976 penny a rewarding challenge, combining historical knowledge, keen observation, and strategic acquisition into a pursuit that is as intellectually engaging as it is financially promising. The cultural and emotional appeal of the 1976 Canadian penny also cannot be ignored. For many Canadians, this coin evokes nostalgia, a connection to a time when pennies were a part of daily transactions and small treasures could be found in pockets and cash registers. Collectors often seek coins that tell a story, and the 1976 penny does just that, representing an era of Canadian pride, artistry, and history. Owning such a coin allows individuals to hold a tangible piece of the past, a reminder of craftsmanship and heritage that transcends mere currency and becomes a symbol of connection and identity for generations to come. Investing in a 1976 Canadian penny is more than acquiring a coin. It is participating in a dynamic, thriving market where knowledge, condition, and timing converge to create extraordinary opportunities. The global numismatic community has seen consistent interest in rare Canadian coins, and the 1976 penny has emerged as one of the shining stars. A coin that commands respect, admiration, and substantial financial recognition. Collectors who seize the opportunity to acquire a top-grade specimen now may enjoy both personal satisfaction and a tangible asset that continues to appreciate, blending the excitement of collecting with the assurance of value. As we conclude our exploration of the 1976 Canadian penny, it becomes clear that this coin is much more than a simple 1-cent piece. It is a collectible treasure, a historical artifact, and a financial asset rolled into one. The journey from mint to market, from copper disc to high-value collector's item, reflects not only the ingenuity and artistry of the Royal Canadian Mint, but also the enduring passion of collectors who recognize its worth, whether for the aesthetic, historical, or monetary value. Owning a 1976 penny in very good condition is a statement, a celebration of rarity, and a smart investment for the future. Next up, the 1-cent 1963 edition. We are talking about a special black-colored shade variation that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. A coin that has transcended its modest face value to become a remarkable treasure in the world of rare coins. Today we will explore its history, unique features, rarity, current market value, and provide tips for collectors looking to secure this numismatic gem. The Canadian penny has a storied past that dates back to the earliest years of Canada's minting history, and the 1963 edition holds a special place in that legacy. Produced during a time when the Royal Canadian Mint was innovating with metal compositions and coin finishes to enhance durability and design appeal, the 1963 penny was primarily struck in bronze, and it features the iconic effigy of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, a design that was fresh at the time and represented the new era of Canada's monarchy. The reverse displays the traditional maple leaf design, a symbol deeply associated with Canadian identity and pride. Collectors and historians alike value this coin not only for its monetary history, but also for its representation of Canada's cultural and economic growth during the early 1960s. What makes the 1963 Canadian penny truly remarkable and instantly recognizable among collectors is its rare black color shade, a variation that is not a common find in standard circulation coins. This unusual hue occurs due to specific minting conditions, metal oxidation, or preservation anomalies, giving the coin a striking appearance that sets it apart from the regular bronze or copper tones. Its surface may display subtle gradients from deep black to dark brown, enhancing its visual appeal and creating an aura of mystery and rarity. The fine details on the Queen's portrait, along with the crisp maple leaf design, remain intact despite the unique coloration, making this coin not only a collector's delight but also a conversation starter. In any coin collection, collectors worldwide are drawn to coins that combine historical significance with extreme rarity. And the 1963 black shaded penny exemplifies this demand. Unlike common pennies that exist in millions, this variation is scarce and often appears only in pristine or near mint conditions. Coins with minimal wear, clear details, and perfect surfaces command the highest attention. Numismatists pay close attention to factors such as luster, color uniformity, and edge sharpness when assessing this coin. Any minor flaw can significantly affect its value. Yet even coins with slight imperfections can generate interest due to the sheer rarity of the black shade. As a result, this coin is considered a must-have for serious collectors, and it continues to spark competitive bidding in auctions, private sales, and online marketplaces. The early 1960s were a transformative period for Canadian coinage, and the 1963 penny emerged in a context where minting errors, color variations, and metal inconsistencies were more common due to technological limitations and experimentation. However, the black shaded variation was never mass-produced intentionally, meaning every surviving coin is essentially a one-of-a-kind artifact. Historians and collectors value these coins not only as numismatic items but also as tangible pieces of Canadian heritage. Owning such a coin is like holding a fragment of history, reflecting the craftsmanship, metallurgy, and attention to detail of the Royal Canadian Mint. This historical significance adds another layer of prestige and desirability among collectors worldwide. In today's active numismatic market, the 1963 Canadian penny in black color shade commands staggering attention and impressive valuations. Some specimens have achieved sales in the range of $500,000, depending on condition, provenance, and visual appeal. Coins in near-perfect mint condition, especially those graded by professional services, can reach extraordinary prices at auctions and private sales. The scarcity combined with the aesthetic allure of the dark shade drives the demand. Collectors are often willing to pay a premium to secure one of these coins for their collection, and due to increasing awareness of rare coin investing, market activity continues to rise, highlighting this coin not only as a collector's item but also as a sound investment opportunity in the numismatic space. For collectors who also consider coins as investment assets, the 1963 black-shaded Canadian penny represents an exceptional opportunity. Unlike typical investments, rare coins combine intrinsic historical value with tangible physical appeal. The limited availability ensures that its market value is unlikely to decrease, in fact, as more collectors and investors recognize its significance. The coin's value is poised to grow steadily over time. Owning such a coin can diversify a collection while potentially yielding high returns. The combination of aesthetic uniqueness, historical relevance, and rarity makes it a prized asset, positioning it as a coin that is highly sought after for both personal collections and as an alternative investment vehicle. Collectors aiming to acquire the 1963 Canadian penny in black shade should pay careful attention to several key factors to ensure authenticity and value. First, verify the coin's provenance and obtain professional grading when possible. Second, examine the color uniformity, surface quality, and detail preservation. Third, consider reputable dealers, auction houses, and certified marketplaces to reduce the risk of counterfeit or altered coins. Fourth, maintain the coin in a protective holder or capsule to prevent environmental damage. Fifth, monitor market trends and past auction results to understand the value trajectory. And finally, engage with numismatic communities to share insights and discover rare opportunities. These strategies can help collectors secure the best specimens and maximize both enjoyment and investment potential. The numismatic world has witnessed some incredible sales of the 1963 Canadian penny. In black shade, coins in pristine condition have fetched $335,000 at auctions, often sparking bidding wars among collectors who recognize the rarity and prestige of the coin. Some coins even gain attention on international platforms, drawing buyers from Europe, Asia, and North America. The stories of these sales highlight not just the monetary value, but also the cultural significance, as collectors compete for a chance to own a coin that is more than just currency. It becomes a treasured artifact and a symbol of status and dedication within the numismatic community. Proper care and preservation are essential for maintaining the value of this rare coin. Environmental factors such as humidity, sunlight, and improper handling can affect the black coloration and overall surface condition. Collectors often store their coins in inert, archival quality holders to prevent tarnishing or damage. Handling should be limited and done with gloves or soft tools. Cleaning is strongly discouraged unless performed by professionals. By preserving the coin carefully, collectors can ensure that it retains both aesthetic beauty and market value, contributing to long-term satisfaction and potential future appreciation and value. The 1963 black-shaded Canadian penny has achieved global recognition among collectors and investors. It is not only a sought-after coin in Canada, but also admired internationally for its rarity, historical significance, and aesthetic appeal. Collectors often display this coin as a centerpiece in collections due to its striking appearance. Owning such a coin elevates a collection's prestige and signals dedication and expertise in numismatics. As more collectors seek rare variations like this, its reputation continues to grow, further enhancing its allure and ensuring its place as a highly coveted item in the numismatic world. In conclusion, the 1963 Canadian penny in black color shade is a remarkable coin that embodies history, rarity, aesthetic uniqueness, and investment potential. Its scarcity, exceptional condition, and striking appearance make it highly desirable among collectors and investors alike. For anyone passionate about coins or rare collectibles, securing one of these pennies can be a proud achievement and a valuable addition to a collection. Next up, the 1979 Canadian penny in a striking black color shade, a piece that has captured the imagination of collectors worldwide. Today, we are going to explore its fascinating history, its unique features, the reason behind its rarity, and why it is commanding huge values in the market today. Stay with us and dive deep into the world of numismatic wonders. The Canadian penny has a rich and colorful history dating back to 1858, when the first cent coins were minted to symbolize national identity. The 1979 penny belongs to the modern era of coinage, yet carries the legacy of intricate craftsmanship and Canadian heritage. Produced by the Royal Canadian Mint, it was designed during a period when the Mint was experimenting with finishes and metals, and while the standard 1979 pennies were copper-colored, an extremely small number were found in a rare black shade, making them a fascinating anomaly for both casual collectors and serious numismatists. Understanding its origin allows collectors to appreciate why this coin has transcended ordinary circulation status and entered the realm of highly sought-after collectibles. What makes the 1979 Canadian penny in black color shade truly remarkable are its distinctive visual traits. The coin exhibits a dark patina that ranges from deep charcoal to almost jet black, giving it an aura of mystery and elegance. The obverse features the familiar effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, meticulously engraved with fine details, while the reverse showcases the iconic maple leaf. Yet in this rare black version, the contrast between the dark surface and the bright raised elements creates a mesmerizing visual appeal. Collectors often describe it as a coin that looks almost magical under light. It is this combination of color anomaly, perfect strike, and clarity and detail that has made it a must-have for high-end collections. Rarity is the soul of collector demand, and the 1979 black penny exemplifies this perfectly. Only a handful of these coins are known to exist in this rare coloration, most of them discovered by lucky collectors or numismatic dealers who stumbled upon them in bulk rolls or mint packaging. The condition plays a monumental role in determining value. Coins in mint state with no scratches, dings, or wear fetch significantly higher prices, and even coins in slightly circulated condition can command attention because of their scarcity. It is this delicate balance of extreme rarity combined with excellent preservation that drives collectors into bidding wars and heightens the excitement around every auction. Collectors are drawn to the 1979 black penny not only for its rarity but for the story it tells. Owning this coin is akin to holding a piece of Canadian history that defies the ordinary. It represents an era, a unique moment in minting history when copper transformed unexpectedly to a dark shade. Each coin has subtle differences, making it unique and highly personal for the collector. The psychological appeal of possessing something that almost no one else has cannot be understated. This coin has become a symbol of prestige in coin collections, a statement piece that sparks conversation and admiration. And numismatics communities worldwide often celebrate discoveries of these black pennies as monumental events. The black shade seen on these coins is not fully understood by the casual observer, but is a topic of great interest to experts. It is believed to be the result of a chemical reaction during the minting process, or possibly exposure to unique environmental factors before being discovered. Some experts speculate that slight variations in the annealing process cause the copper to oxidize differently, producing the deep black tone. The mystery surrounding its origin only adds to its allure and intrigue as collectors and dealers attempt to verify authenticity. The demand intensifies because genuine black pennies are virtually impossible to reproduce, making each coin a rare gem with both historical and scientific significance. In today's auction market, the 1979 Canadian penny in black shade has seen exponential growth in value. Collectors are willing to pay tens of thousands of dollars for coins in pristine condition. Some exceptional specimens have even crossed the $100,000 mark during high-profile auctions. The surge in interest is driven by the coin's rarity, historical importance, and the increasing global demand for unique Canadian numismatic pieces. With more collectors entering the market every year, these black pennies have transitioned from mere curiosity items to prestigious investment assets, making it one of the most sought-after coins in the modern Canadian minting history. Recent auction records highlight the meteoric rise in this coin's market value in specialized numismatic events. Black 1979 pennies have sparked intense bidding competitions with collectors competing from North America, Europe, and Asia. Each auction not only sets a new benchmark for price but also confirms the coin's status as a high-demand collectible. Auction houses carefully authenticate and grade these coins before selling, and the excitement around each sale demonstrates the community's fascination. These coins often achieve values far beyond initial estimates, proving that rarity and condition are powerful drivers of market frenzy. For those aspiring to own a 1979 black penny, the journey requires patience, research, and vigilance. First, always verify the coin's authenticity through a reputable grading service. Second, understand the nuances of grading conditions, as even minor imperfections can significantly impact value. Third, participate in reputable auctions, estate sales, and coin shows where rare coins are more likely to appear. Fourth, network with other collectors and dealers who specialize in Canadian pennies to gain insights and early access. Lastly, store the coin carefully in climate-controlled holders to preserve its condition and value. By following these strategies, collectors can increase their chances of acquiring this remarkable numismatic treasure. Beyond collector appeal, the 1979 black penny offers remarkable investment potential. Over the past decade, its value has steadily appreciated, reflecting the growing global interest in rare Canadian coins. Historical significance combined with extreme scarcity ensures that this coin is more than a collectible. It is an asset with tangible appreciation potential. Numismatic experts often advise diversifying collections with such high-value rare coins, as they not only bring aesthetic and historical joy but also financial security. For serious investors and collectors alike, This coin represents a rare opportunity to own a piece of history that continues to increase in prestige and value year after year. Owning a 1979 black penny also grants entry into a passionate community of collectors, historians, and enthusiasts who celebrate the coin's rarity and legacy. Social media groups, online forums, and collector clubs frequently discuss sightings, auctions, and preservation techniques for these coins, sharing stories of discovery and trade. The coin has become a symbol of expertise and dedication within the numismatic world. Each collector who acquires one contributes to the legacy and preservation of Canadian minting history, creating a living connection between past craftsmanship and modern appreciation. This community engagement further enhances the coin's desirability and market strength. For anyone considering adding the 1979 black penny to their collection, the journey is as thrilling as the acquisition itself. Research, patience, and dedication are rewarded with the joy of owning something extraordinarily rare. Remember that scarcity, condition, and authenticity are key pillars that drive both emotional satisfaction and market value. Collectors who respect these principles often find themselves not only with a prized coin but also a story to tell for generations. The black penny is not merely a coin. It is a statement, a treasure, and a testament to the enduring fascination with Canadian numismatic artistry. In conclusion, the 1979 Canadian penny in black shade stands as one of the most remarkable and highly sought-after coins in the world today. From its fascinating history and unique coloration to its rarity, demand, and soaring market value, it embodies everything that makes coin collecting exciting and rewarding. If you enjoyed this exploration and want more insider insights into rare coins and collectibles, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments below. Your engagement helps us bring more amazing stories from the world of numismatics to life. Thank you for watching, and remember, the thrill of discovering a rare treasure is just a collector's journey away.